And welcome back to One Piece Unlimited Adventure. Alright, let's continue on where we last left off on our little adventure here. Alright, here we go. Here's three of our. Thank you for telling us that. Alright, that's our next three crew members. Let's go ahead and talk about them real quick. First up, well, let's talk about Nami first. Nami is the navigator of the Straw Hats.
And wants to do. What's like whole goal of becoming
Oh yeah,
a part of the
her
crew.
goal is to make a map of the entire One Piece world. Pretty much. To be the ultimate map maker. She's also a money fanatic. Hence her nickname, the Cat Burglar, Nami. Alright, and that's pretty much the basic idea of Nami, pretty much. Alrighty, Usopp is pretty
The
much...
third member to join the crew.
No, I think he's... Well, if you're not counting... If you're talking about joining, yes, he's the third, but he's actually like the fourth Straw Hat or something.
I count him as the third.
Yeah.
Because Nami didn't technically join until after Arlong. Or
Yeah. Yeah, even though she was introduced way earlier, she didn't really join in until
It
later
seemed like she was part of it.
on. Yeah.
She didn't technically join until after something.
Yeah, pretty much. But Usopp pretty much his alignment to the crew is that he's the sniper, whether it's the sharpshooter, weapon specialist and stuff like
He's a
that.
slingshot.
Yep. His dream is to be a brave warrior of the sea, just like his dad. Pretty much in the same crew as Shanks. His father is the one that gives Luffy the straw hat. Pretty much his Usopp's characteristic is pretty much he's a coward at times. This is why he's looking to become the bravest warrior of the sea. So, and that's his whole point of joining, and then he has his own problems here and there to try to get there. But, I think Usopp out of the entire series is probably the one who gets the most development in the series. And how much they can get away with him, pretty much. And then we come down to Chopper. Chopper is the doctor. He's a little raccoon dog. No, he's a reindeer who's eating the devil fruit of the human fruit. He's a reindeer that has some human parts, or like human abilities, such as to walk upright and talk to humans, but also can still talk to animals because he's still an animal. And he also has the power to transform into different modes, such as brain point, or I know it's changed a lot, like brain boost or brain point and something like that, which is in his mode now. You got walk point and all these other points. There's more that's there, and it's more introduced in the series, just not in this game. But something we'll show off. Probably come to that. Alrighty, and his goal is to find the cure to all diseases in the world, in the One Piece world. That's Chopper's goal. Alrighty.
Stop dildo-ing, you actually go somewhere.
Alrighty, so here, if you hit the minus button, you can actually change out to your characters. Some have higher HP, some have lower HP than others, some have, good amount of both. And hit C for the strength list. You don't have to go around looking for what I'm doing, you can just hit that. So, but we're still missing 4 members, so let's see. Usopp is actually kind of broken in this game. Simply because he has a long range, you can take out people as pretty much as you can. Usopp can take care of a lot of things from far away. And now the jewel is glowing. Alrighty. Alright, when that happens, pretty much you're about to hit to an event that you need to have this orb to be powered up to allow to open. As you can see here, it could be hidden. You hit check. This one here is, I think, you get some for free, but I don't think not this time.
Looks like it's not powerful enough. Do you need to eat more? Wow, amazing, Luffy. You can tell all that? He has no clue what he's talking about. Sure I do. When I get hungry, I'm less powerful too. You really need to let it go, Luffy.
Alright, right here. Can't use. Not enough points. So what we got to do is pretty much we gotta yeah, pretty much all this is why you're collecting all these items, just so you can power up this jewel here.
I think that's all you need.
Yeah, you just gotta look at the criteria. It says criteria, you need 1. You need to level up once. Now, as the game goes on, you will increase in time with more. It's going to ask for more than usual. And unfortunately, I do think I'm going to come jumping ahead, but you know, I do play this game quite a bit, maybe once a year, if I feel like it. It's not one of my games I would probably say it's a game I play once a year. It's only when I'm in the mood for it. One part of this game, you're kind of grinding a lot just to fill this orb up to whatever it is you need it to do.
Let's just go.
And as things go on, change your camera view by hitting 1. Okay. I don't remember that, but I do now. So you're kind of grinding a lot for certain items. And that's the one thing I kind of don't really like about this game. You're kind of grinding quite a bit. So yeah, these are brand new enemies. These guys here just shoot bazookas. Now we can launch powerful sniping attacks with the charge. Now some abilities allow you to charge your attack, meaning if you hold down the button, they can either strengthen. There you go. Strengthen your attack. So right here, if I hold down like that, I can actually do a little bit more powerful. Like that. See, it knocks me out. Gotcha. Which, you know, it's a little handy, and like Usopp is pretty much, this is what's going to make him very overpowered at times. Especially when we get to the point where we can start adding poison or fire, you know, status effects to your abilities to help take out enemies. Once that happens, Usopp pretty much has become broken. That's all that there is. Alright, a treasure chest. You'll get a treasure chest every once in a while. Beach map found in the treasure box. Meaning that when we go in here, we can pretty much see, you know, the island where it tells you the exits are by the orange. The red star pretty much tell you there's an event there that you need to clear. The blue, or two, that it is clear. The blue tells you that it needs to be done. Red tells you it's already clear. You can go through your items. You can arrange them whatever you want. You can also convert them into points.
Like unnecessary items into points.
Yeah, like I said, I always kind of have to stop and grind. But I probably won't grind until it's time to it's time to, let's see, got 3, lined up to 1. I'll wait until I get like 3 opened up for each character.
One of my favorite parts, I think you have it, but like on Shopper,
Mm-hmm.
like hit right. I like the name of his state.
Darn you.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's funny. Funny.
Yeah. Alright. Before we head down there, I know that's plot down there, but we're gonna head over here.
By the way, if you do a charge shot, you can hit through multiple enemies, you know.
Try.
You'll do more damage, you'll probably get through these guys off.
Yeah, I'm just showing, let's see. I think I should show off every character, even though I'm trying to level up Usopp, because I know Usopp is going to do quite a bit.
It's Usopp that blue.
Yeah. I recommend Usopp being your first person you're trying to max out in most things that you're doing.
I recommend Nami not, because Ami's just not that good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think she probably is the weakest out of everybody.
Part of the weakling trio.
Probably.
In fact, we have all 3 of them.
Yeah, that's the first ones you get. Yeah, so I can't do nothing yet. Even though if it's telling me there, I know it's there. Unfortunately, I'm going to need a certain weapon that we're going to get later. I can open this up.
How do you know that?
Well, I was so pretty much.
Use the fruit, and then use one of those bitter grass.
Now, the point of this here is not really plot relevant, but it's here will help create shortcuts, which will happen in most areas that we go to. It just allows you to do some shortcuts and whatnot. So when we come back here, which we will,
A lot.
yeah, quite a bit, we will have to use these shortcuts. So I recommend kind of opening them when you can. So let's see.
The fishing spot, which we can
Yeah, there is some fishing in this game. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. I'll probably just show it off at some point. If it happens to be needed. Like, because there would be some... I don't know if I should go into it and wait till we come back to the... go back to the camp and let them figure out what the other stuff is and whatnot. But, get some coconuts. You kind of get whatever you can. Whatever's available to you. I grab everything. I mean everything. Let's see. Show off a little chocolate. There we go. Alrighty, right here. Now this is something that's going to add over time. As you can see, it needs one of our blue orb, the blue orb to be a 1, but we also need 1 coconut as well. So, what we're going to do is get 7 of this honey.
And that's it.
Yep. And we activate the orb. And as we get the cutscene here. As you can see here, we now get... Now be careful, do not fall in the water, because like we said, devil fruit users can't swim, but to be quite honest with you, in this game nobody can swim, so falling into the water is always bad, and you take some HP out with you.
And people who do have devil fruit powers take twice as much HP if they fall in lava.
Yep.
Not lava. Water.
Water. And to them, might as well be water. Alright, so they're arguing to see where they need to go. Pretty much Usopp doesn't want to go, Luffy does want to go, and everybody just shrugs. Okay. Let's go.
Whatever. Let's just go.
Alright, so with that said, and we're blocked. Can't go by any farther. That's because this thing right here. This here is how we're going to operate our bosses. Pretty much when you check them, it's going to be an enemy of the Straw Hats past. Pretty much come out to fight them. Like, I think they're imaginary and whatnot, so they're not really there. It's just the statue itself is just pretty much playing a trick on them. So, but that's going to be the end of this episode as well. Even though these episodes are flying by fast. But before I fight this guy, I'm going to go do some grinding, which unfortunately I'm going to have to do. But I'm going to get stronger and whatnot. I'm just going to level up enough where I feel more comfortable for most of my characters are at. As you can see, I kind of feel comfortable if Chopper, Nami, and Usopp at least, like Luffy's, have at least 3 moves at their disposal. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'm also gonna go ahead and level up my current orb power and stuff like that. Which, you know, it's already gonna be maxed at 3, and I think it's best you keep doing that. To be quite honest with you, even though it's supposed to be in the episode, I'm rambling. I know. My recommendation on filling this orb is complete as possible, as soon as possible, before you hit to the next area. That'll be my one. That's my one thing you should always do. But you know, that's going to be the end for today's episode. See y'all next time for part 3 of One Piece Unlimited Adventure.